Welcome to our channel, Fitness First for All. Are you struggling to lose belly fat despite following a strict diet? Well, you're not alone. Belly fat isn't just stubborn, it's also dangerous. You see, that spare tire around your midsection isn't just about fitting into your favorite jeans. It's a warning sign, a red flag waving in the wind, telling you something's out of whack. But don't worry, in today's video, we'll break down why your diet isn't burning belly fat, and, more importantly, how to fix it using science-backed strategies. Let's get started. Let's begin by understanding what belly fat is. It's more than just an aesthetic concern, it's a significant health issue that many people overlook. Now, we're not talking about a little extra padding, we're talking about visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your vital organs like an unwelcome house guest. This type of fat is much more dangerous than the subcutaneous fat that lies just under your skin. Imagine this. Your liver, heart, and other crucial organs are working tirelessly to keep you going, and this visceral fat is right there, squeezing in, making their job that much harder. It's like having a constant, invisible pressure that never lets up. It's like trying to run a marathon with a weighted vest. It slows you down, puts unnecessary strain on your body, and increases your risk of serious health problems. This extra burden can lead to fatigue and decreased physical performance. We're talking heart disease, diabetes, even certain types of cancer. These are not just minor inconveniences. They are life-threatening conditions that can drastically reduce your quality of life. And if you've ever bought a workout program claiming to target belly fat through exercise alone, you've been misled. Exercise is important, but it's not the complete solution. There's no magic exercise to magically melt away visceral fat. Spot reduction is a myth, and focusing solely on exercise won't address the underlying issues. It's like trying to empty a bathtub with a teaspoon while the faucet is still running. You need a more comprehensive approach to tackle the problem effectively. You need to address the root cause, and that's where your hormones come in. Hormones play a crucial role in how your body stores and burns fat. Think of your hormones as the body's tiny messengers, carrying instructions to different parts of your body. They regulate everything from your metabolism to your appetite. When it comes to belly fat, some of these messengers have gone rogue. They send signals that lead to fat being stored in your midsection. They're sending the wrong signals, telling your body to store fat in all the wrong places, particularly around your midsection. This miscommunication can be due to various factors, including stress and poor diet. So, to truly tackle belly fat, we need to get these hormonal messengers back on track. This involves a combination of proper nutrition, stress management, and regular physical activity. Your hormones dictate where your body stores fat, and one of the key players is cortisol, the stress hormone. Now, cortisol isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's essential for life, helping us wake up in the morning and deal with stressful situations. But, and this is a big but, when we're chronically stressed, our cortisol levels remain elevated, and that's when the trouble starts brewing. Imagine this, you're constantly bombarded with deadlines, traffic jams, and that never-ending to-do list. Your body goes into overdrive, pumping out cortisol like there's no tomorrow. And what does cortisol do? It tells your body to store fat, especially around your midsection, as a way to provide energy in times of stress. It's like your body is preparing for a famine that never comes. A study found that women with higher belly fat had double the cortisol levels when exposed to stress compared to those with less belly fat. This tells us that managing stress isn't just good for our mental health, but crucial for our physical well-being, especially when it comes to battling belly fat. So how do we manage this stress monster? Well, it starts with prioritizing sleep. Think of sleep as your body's reset button. It's during sleep that your body repairs itself and regulates hormone levels. When you don't get enough shut-eye, your cortisol levels go haywire, making it harder to manage stress and easier to gain weight. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep every night. This is the sweet spot for most adults. And no, scrolling through your phone in bed doesn't count as quality sleep. The blue light from screens can actually disrupt your sleep cycle. Next up, let's talk about sunlight. Natural light exposure is crucial for regulating your body's internal clock. Exposure to morning sunlight is like a natural alarm clock for your cortisol. It helps set your circadian rhythm for the day. It tells your body to kickstart cortisol production, which then naturally tapers off throughout the day, helping you feel more alert in the morning and more relaxed in the evening. So, open those curtains, soak in some sun, and let nature help regulate your stress hormone. It's a simple yet effective way to manage cortisol levels. And here's something interesting. Intentionally engaging in a stressful activity like a workout can help regulate cortisol. Exercise is a controlled form of stress that can actually lower your overall stress levels. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a marathon runner overnight. Start small and build up gradually. Start with something you enjoy, whether it's a daily walk, jump rope, or even a sauna session. The key is consistency and finding activities that you look forward to. Now, let's talk about fructose. You've probably heard about the dangers of high fructose corn syrup, and for good reason. It's like the public enemy #1 of the sugar world. But here's the thing. Fructose isn't just lurking in those brightly colored sodas and processed snacks. It's sneakier than that. See, fructose is also found in seemingly harmless foods, like agave nectar, honey, and even fruit juices. Don't get me wrong, fruits are incredibly nutritious, but when you juice them, you're stripping away the fiber and concentrating the sugar, including fructose. A study compared two groups, one consuming a glucose-sweetened drink, and the other, a fructose-sweetened drink. Both groups gained weight, but only the fructose group saw a significant increase in visceral fat. This is because fructose is metabolized differently than glucose. While glucose can be used by cells throughout the body for energy, fructose is primarily processed by the liver. And when your liver gets overloaded with fructose, it has no choice but to convert it into fat, specifically visceral fat. So, what can you do? First and foremost, read those labels. Don't be fooled by fancy marketing terms. If a product contains high fructose corn syrup, agave nectar, or even excessive amounts of fruit juice concentrate, put it back on the shelf. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to making healthier choices. Now let's talk about the main player in the belly fat game, insulin. This hormone, produced by the pancreas, plays a crucial role in how our bodies manage and store energy. Insulin is like the bouncer at the door of your cells, escorting glucose from the bloodstream into the cells to be used for energy. Without insulin, glucose would just float around in your blood, unable to enter the cells where it's needed. When we eat, especially refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and sugary treats, our blood sugar levels spike, and our pancreas releases insulin to usher that glucose into our cells. This is a natural response to help manage the sudden influx of sugar. Now, in a perfect world, this process works like a well-oiled machine. Our bodies efficiently use the glucose for energy, and everything runs smoothly. But when we constantly bombard our bodies with sugar and refined carbs, our cells become resistant to insulin's effects. This means that the usual amount of insulin is no longer enough to get glucose into the cells. It's like the bouncer is knocking, but the cells are ignoring the doorbell, leaving glucose stranded in the bloodstream. This leads to higher blood sugar levels and more insulin being produced. This is called insulin resistance, and it's a recipe for disaster, especially when it comes to belly fat. Insulin resistance forces your pancreas to work overtime, producing even more insulin to try and manage the glucose. You see, when your cells become resistant to insulin, your pancreas has to pump out even more insulin to get the job done. This overproduction of insulin can lead to a host of health issues. This chronic elevation of insulin leads to a cascade of negative effects, including increased fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area. Over time, this can contribute to obesity and other metabolic disorders. Think of it this way. Insulin is like a double-edged sword. It's essential for life, but when it's chronically elevated, it becomes a major driver of belly fat accumulation and other health problems. So how do we keep insulin in check? The key lies in our daily habits and choices. It's essential for life, but when it's chronically elevated, it becomes a major driver of belly fat accumulation. Managing insulin levels is crucial for maintaining a healthy weight and overall well-being. It starts with making smarter food choices. Opting for foods that have a low glycemic index can help keep your blood sugar levels stable. Ditch the processed junk and opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. These foods provide essential nutrients without causing dramatic spikes in blood sugar. These foods are digested slowly, preventing those blood sugar spikes that send your insulin levels on a roller coaster ride. By making these changes, you can help your body maintain a healthier balance and reduce belly fat. So how can you fix your diet to burn belly fat? It's not about deprivation or following some crazy fad diet. It's about making sustainable changes that nourish your body and help you achieve your goals. First and foremost, we need to cut the added sugars. I'm talking about those sugary drinks, baked goods, and processed snacks that are loaded with empty calories and wreak havoc on your blood sugar levels. Remember, sugar is highly addictive, so it's going to take some willpower and determination to break free from its clutches. But trust me, your body will thank you in the long run. Next up, let's talk about protein. Protein is like the building block of your body, and it plays a crucial role in satiety, keeping you feeling fuller for longer. Aim to include a source of protein with every meal. This could be lean meats, poultry, fish, beans, lentils, tofu, or even Greek yogurt. And finally, don't underestimate the power of regular exercise. Exercise not only helps you burn calories, but it also improves insulin sensitivity, making your cells more responsive to insulin's effects. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. This could be brisk walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, or any activity that gets your heart rate up. Remember, burning belly fat isn't about quick fixes. It's about making sustainable lifestyle changes that support your overall health and well-being. Focus on managing your hormones, cutting back on fructose, and balancing your insulin levels. These are the key pillars of a successful belly fat burning strategy. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Fitness First for All. Together we can achieve lasting health and fitness goals. See you in the